Is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and this is the scene at sold-out Everbank Stadium in downtown Jacksonville. Today, it all starts, the first of 6 on this Super Wild Card weekend, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wild Card weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's good for a Jaguars.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Shoves him aside. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Now Herbert going to change the look. And they'll send Watson in motion right. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. On 2nd down, a run to Hall. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Breece Hall taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jags will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Play action. Here's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. first and 10. Taylor now. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he's the best. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back. Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
To the right side and complete to Hurst. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. On now the Miami field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Hey, ram. Set.
On first down, Justin Herbert steps away to his left. He'll find Hall. Touchdown, Jaguars! Breece Hall. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Hurts throw completed to Mechie. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
14, Dolphins 3.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This 2nd and 4. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's got room. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. On the draw is Taylor. Shrugs him off. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 38 yards. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there is never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Ray.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Option play, here's Hall. And he's got this down to the 35. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Hall again. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him in his first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Kyle Pitts, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. Taylor. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Flush to his right. This will be complete to Mechie. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 3. Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, 2 good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw. And I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helping force that incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they'll wind up getting the yards they needed on 4th and 3.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Taylor. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Groupie able to add the PAT. And it's now 21-17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Herbert now. Short throw caught by Pitts. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Play action. It's Herbert. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Crowd right.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Short throw caught by Pitts. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward. Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
Yeah, big play there. When you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
On first down, Hurts. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though. Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Jonathan Taylor saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. The point after, good by Groupie. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense. Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now Herbert. That one caught downfield by Watson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And in 2 plays just like that, they're already operating in the red zone.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Ball again on 2nd down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run with Hall. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Breece Hall, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have retaken a third-quarter lead.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down, Miami.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Short throw underneath to Hurst.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And some room to work. And all the way down to the 37. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Whether it's the toss or the pitch, you get him the ball outside the tackles on the edge. He's a tough man to bring down.
He certainly is, and it makes people wonder on the other side of the ball. Do I really want to deal with him when he gets a full head of steam? At the same time, he's also congratulating his tackle, tight end, wide receiver on that side. They gave him access to the corner and allowed him to build up that head of steam.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, 34 yards. And the Jaguars are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Now that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. This goes out wide from Madison.
Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not with...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Baron Browning coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
They'll set up a throw.
And this one into the hands of Mechie. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's going to be caught by Tony. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit.
Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Throwing is Hurts. That's complete to Tony.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. Hurts. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Jags are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Well, he will have a Jaguars 1st down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past